Greetings. As I record this, it is 10 o'clock at night on October the 29th, and we are going to be short this month. I had originally planned for 25 videos by the end of the 31st, and this is video number 21. And I'm not going to have enough time to record, let's say, the last 2 or 3 before the end of the month due to work hours and other commitments. So we may have to go over by a couple of days. I bought the games, damn it. I'm going to make the fucking videos. So yeah, heads up for that. Vampire month is extending itself outside of October. Not by much, but until we get the full 25 I originally wanted. So, anyway, tonight we have another more recently released game. I believe this was a 2019, I think? 2019, 2018? It's relatively recent, within the last 3 or 4 years. And it looks to be quite interesting. It is unlike any other game we have already looked at. Some people would call it an adventure game with combat. Some people would call it a Souls-like with in-depth NPC dialogue. I'm not sure which it is because I've only played the first 10 minutes to make sure it works. So let's hit this. Then hit this. Focus Entertainment or Focus Home Interactive. What's this? Even if based on proven medical knowledge from 1918, Vampyr sometimes takes liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creatures. The theoretical purposes, in other words, do not try to cure any disease with any of the recipes shown in this video game, and no rats were harmed during the making of this game. Every action you take can have consequences. This game uses autosave. Yeah, so we're playing Vampyr, not Vampyr. Don't make the mistake of pronouncing it as Vampyr. It's not Vampyr, it's Vampire. It's an old-fashioned spelling of vampire. Okay, the word is vampire, but it's like an ye olde world spelling of it. And this is the first major bug in this game that I've encountered. I'm hitting the start button on my controller and we are stuck. Oh, yeah, it takes about 30 seconds of constant. I'm going to turn this game down. This game it's quite loud. Okay. Hang on. Audio. There we go. Oh my god. There we go. That seems fair, right? Hey, there we go. You can always adjust it if I still think it's too loud. On subtitles, big as possible. Full screen, VSync on. Everything maxed out. Yeah, this game is as good as it can possibly look. Right. Okay. Story mode. Normal mode. Hard mode. Let's see. Normal mode. Play the original Vampyr experience. Character progression is faster if you kill citizens. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. You will not be able to change difficulty mode during your playthrough, so once you pick this, it's locked in.
"12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment, a righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Alright, so we are this dude and we just woke up in a pit full of bodies. What does that say? Manufacturing, that says. Manufacturing what? Corpses? Can't go that way. I do like this this depth of field effect that affects the world around you as you wake up. Neat. Everything is black and white except blood. Blood is the only thing that has colour.
So thirsty.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. No. This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Cool.
These
So,
patrols are after me.
After waking up in a pit of corpses, Mr. Jonathan here bit into his sister's neck and killed her.
No, don't shoot!
Seems to have acquired a very strange and very powerful thirst for other people's blood.
I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. Over there! There's one of those. There's one of them. No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
Alright, so now we're on the run.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done?
So,
What's all this about?
first time I played this game, I made a horrible mistake here. Instead of picking up this machete, I just kind of... Pretty sure... Yeah, I was somehow able to get through these barrels without breaking them. And then continue through the tutorial without the very important sword, which allows you to finish the tutorial. But apparently, I can't break these now, so...
Now, I can defend myself. Kill that thing! Over there! Who are you?
Alright. This is the part where this game has some very... Souls-ish? I'm not going to say Souls-like, because it's not close enough.
Sorry.
It is sufficiently, like, similar... It's sufficiently similar to a game like Dark Souls. It's like you lock on with by clicking in the analog stick. You've got a dodge button. I'm not going to call it Souls-like. I'm going to call it Souls-adjacent. So.
Who are you? Stupid beast!
So we can dodge out of the way. Oh, very poorly. Very sorry.
Stupid beast! No, please, stop! Who are you? There's one of them vermin!
Come on. Come on, then.
What do you want?
Alright.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's... I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Gotta be unpleasant.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Aggravated damage. Certain elements like fire will deal aggravated damage that reduces your maximum health gauge. Aha. Man with a flamethrower.
Somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Fuck.
I need to find shelter.
There's a box there that's shiny. I don't know what that is. Can I get in there? No? I can see it, it's shining. It's clearly something I'm supposed to pick up at some point.
Is anybody there? What is this place? The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Okay. So we've taken shelter in this abandoned house. $5. Fire and sun. Ooh, got a map. Quite a big map. I'll give it that. Here we go. Fire and sun. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under the rays of daylight. But it hurts them good, really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it, and when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch, Prywen Leader. Cool. So he's barely been a vampire for an hour, and there are hunters already after him. Good stuff.
Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Pretty sure you did it. Let's see, what else around here can we look at? Bottle of alcohol. Desiccated corpse. Oof. Oof.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible.
So, how did it come to be in the possession of this now extremely dead woman? Do I have a reflection?
Who goes there? Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
Okay, he appears to have a reflection. Sort of. 5 shillings.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Okay, so he's a veteran. Revolver. Ooh. Anything else to examine or loot? No, no. Oh, wait. Bloody diary. Well, Their lives were miserable.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Yes, do it, my son. Pull the trigger.
Rational thinking only.
Pull the fucking trigger. I'll pull the fucking trigger. Look, here we go. Good late title card.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, contains blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Okay. Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Okay. There's only one we can select right now, which is autophagy. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. Okay. That's 1300. We don't have 1300. But we've got these three now. Aggressive. Shadow Mist. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet. All yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. You throw a spear made of blood, which can pass through enemies in front of you. Close range strike that will cut through all living creatures in front of you. Alright. As natural predators, vampires have received some gifts from Mother Nature, like claws instead of fingernails. These natural weapons can easily cut through tissue and are very useful for piercing a prey's arteries. If you use your claws, you will see humans differently, like soft and tender meat. We've got some light RPG elements. It's not the same as a full-on character sheet, but...
If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Alright, so now we've got a waypoint on the compass up top. Reach the north bank.
Where is it? It's closed.
Whoop.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
Oh, fucking Bamf.
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
That one's locked. What's this? Offhand weapons. Offhand weapons can be used by pressing Y. They have attacks with special effects and consume stamina. Press A to continue. Another horrific looking desiccated corpse. God damn it. London's a shithole.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home. It's locked, all right.
Okay, press Y to use your stake and inflict stun damage. A stunned enemy can be bitten.
Die, vermin! There's one of them vermin! He's dead, alright.
Press A to bite a stunned enemy. Biting an enemy provides you with blood to use skills and also refills your health gauge. Now that you have blood, press RB to unleash your vampiric skill. Okay, so left bumper to heal, right bumper to claw. Gotcha.
Leech spotted! Watch out!
This shouldn't be possible.
He's got fire. Kill him.
Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Oh fuck! He's got a fucking shotgun. Drain him completely. Okay.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Well, that much is obvious. Can literally bamf into mist. Ooh, hello. Is there anything up here? No? Southwark Bridge. Quarantine. Contagious disease. One shall enter or leave quarantine area without written of the local health authority. An authorized employee of the shall alter, destroy or remove this card. Violating this regulation will be fined. So London is currently in the midst of a viral epidemic. Your king and country needs you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. So this is set during World War I, obviously. But how far into World War One? What year is this? How many years into the war are we at this point?
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Ooh. Ooh.
This is despicable.
Chewing on some rats. Go through the dead man's pockets.
I cannot enter.
Door's locked.
It's locked, all right.
So any door with a red symbol on it as you approach is just locked. Understand. Understood.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Here. Nope. No pickups.
What will London have to say to me? I've so many questions unanswered.
Shillings, what is that? Can I pick that up? Nope, it's just a thing. Limehouse Dock.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Oof.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk through the streets, drenched in my own blood. The man needs to, like, find a fresh shirt extremely quickly.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Ooh, there's a thing over there. Oh no, it's just fire. Wait. Ooh, I can go in this building. No, I can't.
I cannot enter.
So is this kind of like an open world? If so, that's kind of cool. Like you can... I mean, obviously certain areas will be locked off to you. And, you know, you'll gain access to them later in the game, but... This is all just one, continuous explorable area. That's kind of neat. Okay.
Where has everyone gone?
A new hideout is available in this district. Check your map to locate it. You found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting or craft items at the workbench. Oh, that's what's the flickering. I thought it was a graphical bug or something. Nothing. Common trigger part, common handle part. Upgrade. Nope. Alright, follow the blood. Unknown blood quality. Oh. We've got people.
At last, a little life.
I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
No one's just gonna reference the fact that a man soaked in blood has just walked into the pub?
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
There's gotta be something.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
During the Mass Effect dialogue wheel.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business, you hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
No funny business.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run. Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Everyone fidgets so much when they talk. They're constantly like doing this. At all times, they're, you know, moving from one foot to the other, you know, moving their shoulders about. No one can just fucking stand still and talk.
He didn't deserve this.
What is this? Oh, cozy. Little riverside balcony. Very nice. It's the Thames, so it probably smells like shit.
Are they stupid or something?
Oh, look at that. You can see how much XP you'll get if you kill her. Whoop, sorry.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit, man. No?
You won't get much XP from him. Oh, what? Blood quality of the citizens is largely influenced by their health and the number of hints you've gathered before embracing him or her. So... okay. So the more you learn about people, the more experience points you'll get when you finally eat them. That's cool. I like that.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Oh, well, we've got a beating heart.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word with anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Dr. Edgar Swansea, 6,000 XP. The blood quality of the citizen is largely influenced by their... Okay, yep. So, social circle unknown. Ooh. Health status sanitized. Stable. So the healthier people are, and the more you know about them, the better their blood tastes.
And
Fair enough.
Who might you be?
You first.
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We are both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
I'm not sure if choosing different different options there would have changed something. But I am still in desperate need of another shirt.
It's locked.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
So I can't get any more from him until I get some information. Okay.
I should just run
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
All right.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. Press the whatever the hell that button is to open the citizen's menu. Okay, and that's added a clue to this man, and as a result it has boosted his blood quality. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on this citizen.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
You again. What can I do for you?
Okay. You can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered. Blue prompt. Okay.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick, bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
All right.
He didn't deserve this.
I think drink no longer stirs me.
All right, we've got a new lead.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Bingo.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker.
All right, pick up the note.
What's this? Some sort of note.
Pruitt orders. Nope, not going to show me the orders. Okay.
There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
That's easy. Uh-oh, we've got hunters. Hunter. Hunter. Okay. Press L to spot enemies around and display their cards. So yeah, the same as any other one. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances. Physical, physical damage, melee and ranged, blood and shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, red indicates a high resistance.
No time I can remember, but I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've but one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast.
It's fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
Best be on your way home. Don't come closer, sir. Stupid beast!
Wow, violent. Shit. Not good. Fuck's sake.
There's one of them vermin.
Okay, grab this guy. Equip and press Y to use your ranged weapons to inflict both standard damage and stun. Be aware that your ammo is limited. How do I equip firearms? I equip there? There we go. Ah, there we go. So that's how you do it. So it's right on the D-pad to switch secondary weapons. Okay.
I like their screams when you burn them alive. I'd head back if I were you, sir. Oi! You listening? What the hell? There's one of them!
Alright. Come to me, buddy. Yeah, come on. Come to me, you shit. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh. There we go. Guard of the Priven. I know that some of our companions consider the best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they can't go out during the day. Thus we can hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake. First, because vampires are clever and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to kill any intruders in what they consider their most precious sanctuary, it would cost us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactic is to follow and destroy them when they really are vulnerable, when they hunt at night. It is much easier to attack them then, for they can easily be spotted. That's why the guard of the... It's not Priven, it's Priwen. Priwen? Priwen? Say the Priwen. Guard of the Priwen must evolve and deploy new tactics to hunt leeches, small and mobile patrols, tactics based on technological advantages, modern communications. We can learn many things from the war in France. New strategy, new equipment, and new weaponry. Grenades, white phosphorus, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vests, and flamethrowers. It is time for the Guard to embrace the 20th century. From A New War by Jeffrey McCullum, Priwen leader. This man is very serious. Oh. Who's this man? There's a man over there. Can I get to him? No. No, I can't.
Best run along, sir.
God damn it. Okay. Okay. That up here. Doesn't appear to be a way to duck down. Oof. Okay. Shotgun shell and some more money. 1 shilling exactly. Rats are often located near hideouts. Using senses will help you locate them more easily. There's a man over there.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, hey. Do all the hideouts have flickering lights outside? Panel part, lead plate. Is that enough to do some crafting? Nope. 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 Right. Oh, here we go.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Rod. Oh. We got more people. Two-handed weapons. Equip a two-handed weapon and press Y to use its special ability. The scythe, for instance, can be used to parry an incoming attack. inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly. Main hand.
Please stop. Justice, I promise.
Okay.
Last and dearest friend.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
I can't feel it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This creature is
Please,
bedeviled.
let go of me.
I must put it down.
Oof. Uh-oh. That's right. Take it back. Back away. Let stamina recharge. No, get away from me, you shit. Gimme. No, you fucker. There we go. A used bludgeon. One hand. 45 damage, 65 damage. Slower attack speed, costs more stamina but does more damage. I think I'll go with the faster machete. That's okay.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me. This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Going a little boat ride. I like his little steering wheel there on the side of the boat. I've never seen that before.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Finally.
So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Go, man. Jesus. Time to leave.
You can do better than that. Nah, it's my turn.
Oh.
Rotten or crusty, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Ooh, okay. The blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. We already knew that. To drink the blood of your prey, you must first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press left bumper to mesmerize Clay. Okay, this is fixed. You have to do this.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press A to embrace Clay Fox or B to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. Well, if we can get more experience from him, maybe we're best off letting him go for now.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Not yet.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
That was quick.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
All right. Well, we've got people.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
I like his coat. He's got a really nice coat.
We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's not exactly the best situation in London either. I can't have expected this hospital to be prepared for what was to come.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Right, yes, of course. The 1910s. Women weren't allowed to be doctors.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
That's all we can learn from him. Who's this guy?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh. Oh, really?
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Okay, new quest. Garden of Good and Evil.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Milton shotgun. Handle part, trigger part, bullets, aluminium powder, grease, screw. No. Alright. Can't talk to that guy. I'm guessing most of the patients are going to be non-conversational NPCs.
Stop following me.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see.
Yes, he uses his teeth.
I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Just realised she's looking at me sideways. She's turned her head away from me and she's looking at me like this. She can't face me dead on.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippets. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Okay.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Fair enough.
Goodbye, nurse.
So, somebody working at this hospital is maybe not the best professional.
The patients are not fools.
Nope, nothing here. Everything is just out in the rain getting soaked. This can't be good.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Oh. Strange woman just hanging out in the entrance lobby. No, can talk to her? Is she dialogue? Oh, she is.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Oh no. Is this what I think it is? Is this a mentally disturbed patient who believes they're a vampire but is actually not?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Oh dear.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I'll
Okay.
leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I really like the voice acting in this game. It is extremely good. Like, maybe some of the best voice acting I've heard in this entire month so far. It's a very high level of quality.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
So many deaths. And still more.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Okay.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Okay.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
So many deaths. And still more coming. How can we be sure we're making a difference?
We've got a couple of people in here. I won't talk to everyone because that will take forever. Probably make for quite a boring video. Ooh, I see a shiny bin. Yes. Hmm.
Sure we're making a difference.
So we've got to go upstairs. So I've got to find the stairs. Where the hell are the stairs? Whoop. Aha! Stairs.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me.
Right. She said the second floor, so... Since that this is England... That's the ground floor. This is the first floor. This is the second floor. Can I get through? Nope, that door is locked. Wait, what does it say? Yeah, second floor. Can I get through? No? Hello? Find a different way up. Oh. Use hacksaw. The Tippets, Strickland and Ackroyd. To Reed.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Ha 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 ha. Mesmerism, blood awareness, okay. Glass vials. We're picking up crafting materials. Oh, here we go. This is the crafting tutorial. Speak of the devil. You first need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the to analyze components. Blood sample of William Bishop. Regenerate 300 health points instantly, then 150 health points over 15 seconds. Can cure fatigue, can cure anemia, can cure sepsis. This is what the warning was about at the start of the game. Like, hey, these are based on treatments from the very early 20th century. Maybe we've got better treatments for it now. Please don't try and do this shit yourself.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
You found all that out from a tool bench.
It's about to rise. I can feel it.
What did you use? You used pliers on it?
Tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Alright. We've got 1,300 points to spend. Plus 50 health. Plus 15 endurance. Okay. I'm thinking more health. I'm thinking one in each of these. These all seem very important. And that's it, I think. 190, 100. Blood barrier. 5 seconds defensive. Coagulation. 600. 600. Perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. 500. Shadow Veil. 500. Drain stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. You will exit the shadows if you attack or dodge. Okay. Increase the damage inflicted when using bite. Increase your life regeneration when using bite. Yeah, carry 3 serums. Okay, yeah. Oh.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up!
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem.
We
had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Right. I think we'll do this and then we'll call that a video. Oop. Is there a back door? There is a back door. Ooh, there's another door here. Can't go in there.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
We got multiples. Oh shit. These motherfuckers really leap. Okay, he's down. Oh shit, there's 3 of them. Get off me, please. Okay. Piss off. Christ, I got some reach! Come on, you. Come on. There is a stun. Aha, like that. Knock him out of the air. Alright. Photography of a smiling and loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa. Right. That's probably the thing that dude wanted. Rogue skull. Okay. He's all by himself. Little fucker, get off, please. Okay. It's an abandoned wing or something. Alright, go back to that door. Oh, okay, it was just me. Right, can I search this bin? Nope, nothing in there. Oh no, wait, yes, lead plate. Oop, box. I found some bullets. Okay. Oh, is this game's equivalent of a dungeon? Oh, no, okay, that's straight up a door to the outside. No. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Back in. Whoops. Why do I get the feeling there's going to be some nasties in here? Oh yeah, here we go.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Okay, we need to get past that skull. Come on, jump at me, you shit. Got him.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh, okay. What's upstairs first? Nothing. Not an awful lot. Son of a bitch. Oh, good. How many of them are there?
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Okay. We got two of them. Shit. Come on, jump at me, you fuck. go. I thought they said this was an abandoned morgue. Why are there fresh bodies here? Local investigations. A new citizen investigation is available. Press to open. Citizen investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with X, then assigning to your map to locate. Then access your map to locate the area to explore. Samuel Connor, Caucasoid, male, 39, unknown, fisherman, fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza. Examination attendees, Dr. Okay.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked.
Ah.
It's locked, all right.
You just acquired a new type of offhand weapon to equip it to directly absorb blood. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is a nice big room. Yeah, I thought so. This man can create shadow clones. Fuck. Fuck off. One more. There we go.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Ugh, okay, yeah, I get it. You want me to use the... Okay. Is there really nothing up here? What? Oh, it's a crafting bench.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
How many enemies respawned as we make our way back? That's the question. Alright, there's at least one. Fuck, wasn't quick enough. Oh, come on! I hit that button. Oh, come on! I totally hit that fucking button. That's dumb. Fucking shit. Wow, that's annoying. Oh, good. Got a level 6, another level 6. How about we just run? Let's give the man his wallet back.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
I mean, she's probably crazy, but okay. Cox. Aha!
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples, just like you, come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired.
Okay.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Fair enough.
Goodbye, Milton.
Look at his XP's gone up quite a bit. Yummy. Upstairs, right. Oop. Forgot, can't use that door. What am I making? What is my objective? Craft the treatment for fatigue. Gotcha. Okay. What is it with this fucking controller? Sometimes when I move the analog stick left, when I take the finger off, the camera view always wants to drift right again, and it's a little bit annoying. Ooh, what are those two shining beacons? Oh no, they're fine.
This hospital seems to be falling apart. Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
Tell you what, that is all we are going to look at for now. I think that's all we need to see. I quite like this. I think this is neat. Cool. Let's look at... Oh, right, yes, hang on. Activate a few things. Activate that. Okay, so where on this list does Vampyr with a Y sit? I should actually confirm the date first. Hang on. (2018). Okay. Where does Vampyr with a Y stand? Okay, let's start with the midway point, which is Blade 2. I quite like the story so far. I think the characters are quite interesting. The setting is interesting. The combat's a little bit frustrating at times, but that's kind of these games bread and butter, that you need to be able, you know, execution is a important part of the combat in these kinds of games. But I'm going to say it's probably a better game than Blade 2 for the PlayStation 2. Is it a better game than the Kid Dracula games? It's a very different kind of game. It's more story-based. A lot more story-based. I like the idea of like an open map in this game. I mean, it's mostly open. There was that instance of a closed-off area, like in the case of the morgue, where you do have to go through a load screen to get to it. But, you know, most of the map appears to be quite open, which is quite interesting. The Kid Dracula games are, while they are very well made 8-bit platformers, they are very limited in that regard. They're just 8-bit platformers. Get from the left side of the stage to the right side of the stage, you know. Jump over enemies or kill them if you have to. There's no story, barely any characters. It's not really the same kind of experience at all. So I'm going to say, because of that, Vampyr is probably a better game than the Kid Dracula games. Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. I think in terms of mechanics, Vampyr has got a lot more going on. I think the story and the setting and the story is, I think, a little bit more interesting than that of Blood Omen. Like, Blood Omen is pure fantasy. It's a pure fantasy setting with pure fantasy characters and tropes, whereas Vampyr is trying to tell a story that's at least somewhat based in reality, you know, in a real place at a real time during a real event. That's interesting, you know. Let's I'm gonna say Vampyr is probably a better game than Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Vampyr the Masquerade Redemption. Again, Vampyr the Masquerade Redemption, like Vampyr, is set in a real place at a specific point in history during a real event, the Crusades. Or at least the first half of the game is. And the story is actually quite similar. A man has been turned into a vampire against his will, and you're spending the rest of the game trying to figure out where to go from here. You know, what are your options? Can it be cured? Is there a way to live your life as a vampire without resorting to being a complete and utter monster? Similar kind of story. Although the gameplay is completely different. Vampyr the Masquerade Redemption is a hard CRPG with, you know, with stats, armor values, and, you know. Whereas while there are RPG mechanics in Vampyr, they're very streamlined. You're really only worrying about experience points to upgrade certain abilities. You're not really pumping points into individual stats like, you know. I mean, yes, you do upgrade stamina, but instead of a stamina stat, it's a stamina ability, and you just upgrade that specific square on the ability tree. So it's heavily simplified. It's not like you're putting points into intelligence. or faith or something like that, I think it's interesting because I do prefer it when games treat vampires as something more than just mindless monsters. This man is very clearly has retained his sanity. He has all of his memories, all of his intelligence. He just has an unhealthy thirst of, unhealthy desire to drink blood. And he doesn't want to, and you kind of feel bad for him. I'm going to say, I think the setting is more interesting in Vampire. Like I said, there's not many, like the idea of a vampire story set during the First World War is very interesting to me. Like the period of the First World War. It's a very interesting period to set a story like this, and it's got my imagination. And I'm going to say, while both games have got somewhat imprecise combat, I'm going to say the combat in Vampire is probably a little bit more precise and based less on dice rolls and more on actual, execution skill, which again, depending on the person you talk to, might be a plus or a negative. Some people much prefer dice roll combat. I happen to prefer combat that requires execution and timing. So I'm going to say Vampire is probably a better game than Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. Blood Rain 2. Is Vampire a better game than Blood Rain 2? Blood Rain 2 is it's a very, very visceral. It's a gore fest. It's got a lot of ridiculous combat sequences. It is a game that is clearly not taking itself seriously. The combat in Blood Rain 2, I would not call it challenging. I would not really call it technical. But it is quite satisfying. And at times it can be quite ridiculous. Like when you're just constantly using your chain to just throw people into hazards again and again and again and again, And it gets so silly in a very self-aware way, and I love that. I love that about it. It's yeah, but it is incredibly. Sometimes the combat is incredibly imprecise, like during boss fights, and that is less satisfying. And honestly, I just don't find the story or characters that interesting in Blood Rain. When I play Blood Rain, I'm not playing it for the deep lore, or because I'm interested in the story of Rain as a character. I could not give a shit. But the combat in Vampire is not as satisfying. It's just not. It's not as mashy either. You have to, in fact, mashing is the worst thing you can do because of your stamina bar. It's more timing based. It's more skill based, let's say. It's certainly not easy. I've only played through the first 2 hours and a change of the game, and I'm already, because typically most games will throw fodder enemies at you early on in the game, and I'm already running into enemies that I have to be really careful when engaging, and it's like, okay, you've got to really think about this. requires a bit more thought than Blood Rain combat. Also, like I said, I prefer the characters and the setting. So I'm going to say that Vampyr is a better game than Blood Rain 2. Okay. Vampyr versus Swansong. I think Swansong also has a very interesting setting and some interesting characters. I think there's also a lot more going on in Swansong with its speech system. The RPG mechanics of Swansong tie directly into the speech system and speech checks and various ways you can manipulate people during conversations in that game, which is not really a thing in Vampyr. Like, yes, you can quote unquote manipulate people when you learn more about them, but it's not really a speech check. It's more of, have you found this clue? Yes, no. If yes, it just works. So it's not really the same thing. The the conversation system in Vampyr is purely for the sake of the story, not not solving problems or things like that. Swansong has no combat, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Just because a game has no combat does not make it. It's not a minus. It does make it less. There's less. It does mean that there's less variety, though. What I've played of Swansong, and I have played some more Swansong after recording that video. So far, it has just been continuously a lot of walking around environments, exploring environments, talking to people, using your powers to overcome difficulties, solving environmental puzzles, and then getting enough clues to end the sequence. Whereas Vampyr, like I said, it's got its large open map. It's got its execution, and it's got its skill-based combat system. And I think the voice acting in Vampyr is excellent. I have not, of all the characters I spoke to in that game, I don't think any of them is really had a bad voice actor. I think they're all quite good and quite believable in their roles, which is key. If you want to tell a very involved and very serious story, you have to make sure the voice acting is good. And luckily, like, both Swansong and, well, actually no, there is one, maybe two characters in Swansong that have got quite bad voice actors, but not so bad that it affects the storytelling or my appreciation of the story. Oh, pardon me. I think Swansong has a very fascinating story, and I am interested in continuing to play more of it. I just think that Vampyr also has an equally fascinating setting and story and characters, and there's also more to it than just the story. There is, the combat element, the exploration element. It's close, but I'm going to say Vampyr is a better game than Swansong. I do not believe, however, that Vampyr is a better game than Bloodlines. Because while Vampyr has more gameplay variety than Swansong, Bloodlines has far more gameplay variety than Vampyr, so... And also some of the best characters in Bloodlines eclipse any of the characters I've seen so far in Vampyr. Now, it's very possible there are some much better characters in Vampire that I've yet to meet, but we're kind of basing the vast majority of this list on the first few hours of the game each, so which I know is not totally fair, but that is, you know, that's how this is being, that's how this list is being crafted. And we're basing our entire assumptions upon the first 2 or 3 hours of every game. And I'm going to say Bloodlines has better characters. It's also got a very interesting world. I mean, that's the advantage of being staged in a pre-established universe with lots of pre-established rules and law and politics and things like that. Whereas Vampire is fresh, you know, it's a brand new universe. I mean, it's based in a version of reality, but the universe itself is brand new for that game. It's not a pre-existing universe. Whoops. So yeah, I'm going to say that Vampire, or Vampyr, if you insist on being wrong, is our new number 5. Whoops, 18. And this is on everything. This is on PS4. This is on Xbox One. This is on Switch. Oh, I can't imagine how the Switch version looks. That's probably a really rough looking version of the game. PC. So yeah, it's pretty much on every major system. Not including next generation platforms, obviously. But yeah, congratulations to Vampyr, aka Vampyr, whatever, for being our new number 5 game. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is therealbluedragon. I will see you next time.